Today I'm going to take you through a 30-minute back and bicep dumbbell workout. You can do this as a follow along with me. I'm going to be using 2 pairs of dumbbells, one 10-kilo pair, that's 22 pounds each, one 20-kilo pair, that is 44 pounds each, but just make do with what you've got. One of the exercises I'm going to use a bench for, but I'll show you an option with or without a bench. We're going to kick things off with a brief light dumbbell warm-up using that lighter pair, then we'll move into the main strength sections. Let's get into the workout. So let's get that lighter pair of dumbbells. We've got 4 exercises doing 30 seconds each, just linking one straight into the other. We're going to do that for 2 rounds, then we'll move into the proper workout. So we're going to kick things off with an RDL into a bent over row. So we're going to throw a bent over row rep into the bottom of each RDL. So hinge at the hip, pause, go for that row, hinge back up. So stretch the hamstrings out, pause, row the dumbbells, and repeat. You want your elbows to come out and up, but pulling slightly back towards your pockets also. Next up, we've got some alternating curls. So just alternating arms, going for a bicep curl, coming from a neutral grip at the bottom, giving it a twist at the top. Just getting the back and biceps warmed up. Shouldn't be too challenging with this weight, but we'll definitely hit the biceps hard later in the workout. Next one, we're gonna go face down on the floor. Make a Y shape with your body and lift your hands off the floor. Onto your back. Arms out to the side, and then side to side drops, probably about halfway down, maybe 2/3 of the way, doing these wipers, but you're trying to keep the opposite shoulder blade on the floor as you do these, with your knees at about a 90-degree angle. After this, we're going straight back into that Romanian deadlift to row. So on your feet, don't worry if you're a second or 2 behind. So hinge and row. So we're just doing these exercises for the final time. We've got those alternating curls, starting from a neutral grip, twisting at the top, minimizing any body movement. After these, we're back onto those Y raises. For the Y raises, try and keep your lower back relaxed, keep your head on the floor if you want, and keep your arms straight. Straight into those wipers next. So lie on your back and let's go right into it. Side to side drops with your knees at about 90 degrees. Pinning the opposite shoulder down. So as you drop away, try and keep your shoulder blade on the floor. You might get a little click in the back. That's absolutely fine. All right, that's the warm-up complete. So we're going to start off with that heavy pair of dumbbells. I'm going to be using 20 kilo, 44 pounds each. I'm going to use a bench for the first exercise, which is going to be a dumbbell row. I'll show you how you can do it with or without the bench. We're going to be doing 30-second intervals with 30 seconds off apart from when we're changing arms on the row. We'll give you a shorter transition time for that. So we're going to kick things off with that single arm row. So whether you're on the bench or you're doing the standing variation, get ready to go. Oh. All right, taking it onto the other side now. Oh. Great job. Next up, we've got a single dumbbell crusher curl. So you're going to take one dumbbell, hold it on the sides, and you're going to do a bicep curl with it. We've got a little break. If you've got these hexagonal dumbbells, you can fit nicely. If you haven't, you could just use the lighter pair and do a regular bicep curl. Let's get ready to go. Great job. Next exercise we've got is going to be some dumbbell shrugs. If you don't want to do the shrugs, some people don't want to emphasize their traps too much. Though the traps are really useful for stabilizing the shoulder joint, you could do some Romanian deadlifts instead. So I'll leave it up to you which one you choose. I'm going to do some shrugs. So up, squeeze, down, straight into the next rep. You can unlock your elbows, bending them slightly, but you're not really pulling up the arms. You should be drawing the shoulders up. And imagine you're tucking your shoulders up and behind your ears. There's round 1 of 3 complete in this first section. So after we've done these 3 rounds, we'll move on to the lighter dumbbells and give you some new exercises. But get a drink, get yourself ready to go. I'm gonna go back with that single arm row. We're giving nice rest times for this workout, allowing you to work at a reasonable weight so that you can gain some strength and development in the muscle. Too many workouts, I think, have too short of rests. We want you to be able to use an appropriate weight. Switch it to the other side. Remember, you're not rowing up in a straight line, you're rowing up and back to your pocket. Short break, let the forearms recover. Then we're going for those crusher curls. Crusher curls because you're having to squeeze the dumbbell to hold it whilst doing the bicep curl at the same time. Like I said, if your dumbbell's not comfortable to hold that way, you could just get 2 dumbbells and do some hammer curls instead. But this is a nice challenge if you can do it this way. Onto those shrugs or the Romanian deadlifts if you've opted for more of a lower back exercise instead. Remember, you're holding the top of each shrug for a 2 count, squeezing, tucking your shoulders behind your ears. Go up and hold. Oh, great job. 2 rounds down, 1 to go. This workout is actually part of a 30 workout 6-week series called the Dumbbell Lift series. So if you're on that, well done, you're well into it by now. And if you're not sure what that is, I'll link it in the description below. Maybe look at my playlist on the channel and you could go back and find the whole series. It's 6 weeks, 30 workouts, dumbbell series for size and strength. But let's get ready for round 3 of this workout first. Notice I'm squeezing the dumbbell at the top for a second. We don't want to just be jolting it up. So squeeze and then lower with control. The lowering eccentric portion of the lift is just as important for gaining muscle as the concentric pulling phase. Onto the crusher curl next. Hits the forearms a bit, gripping that dumbbell as well. Onto the final one of this first section, doing the shrugs or Romanian deadlifts, depending which one you chose. Remember, add those pauses in at the top. Oh, great job. That's the first section complete. I recommend roughly halving the weight that you were just using. So I'm gonna go to some 10 kilo, that's about 22 pounds each on the dumbbells. We're gonna do the same format, doing 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. You don't need a bench for this, so you can move that to the side. If you're enjoying training with me but you fancy more of a reps and sets plan, do check out my 12-week dumbbell plan ebook, which I'll link in the description of this video. But if you're on the series, make sure you finish that lift series first. Maybe that'll be a nice natural continuation from finishing that series. We're going to start with this high pull upright row. So you're going to come into a half a deadlift position, drive, high elbows, and repeat. So you're doing an upright row, but you're driving up from a hang clean position. So just bend your knees slightly, push the hips back, use a little bit of momentum, drawing those dumbbells up. If you're finding them light, then you could just do an upright row without the hip drive to start. Great job. Okay, we've got classic bicep curls next. So we're gonna have the hands supinated. That means palms turned forwards. And we're just gonna do a continuous bicep curl in that supinated position. Focusing on squeezing the muscle hard at the top. This is not just about reps or moving the dumbbells, it's about squeezing the muscle against the resistance. So you're gonna squeeze and lower with control. So when you're making weight choices, you shouldn't just be picking the weight that you can lift, you're picking the weight that you can contract your muscle the best against. So a heavier weight might not be better if you end up engaging muscles we're not trying to involve. Maybe you want to go a bit lighter. Great job. Next we've got a reverse grip, so sticking with that supinated grip, bent over row, pulling the dumbbells up past the hips. You should be able to squeeze your biceps and your back muscles at the top of each rep. We're going to stay in the bent over row position for the whole set. Great job. If you're finding that uncomfortable, you can do it prone on the bench. So if your lower back's giving up on that, feel free to choose that variation instead. The last one in these 4 exercises is going to be a 1.5 hammer curl. So we're going to do a standard hammer curl. We're going to be adding an extra half rep at the top, increasing the time under tension on the muscle. So come to the top, halfway down, back to the top, all the way to full stretch. Up to the top, halfway down, back up, full stretch, and repeat. Great job. We've got to rest now. Let the forearms recover, maybe get some water. We go again with those upright rows. You can do that high pull into it, letting the hips help out. Or if you want to just do a strict upright row, that's fine as well. Forearms freshen up, and we can go hard during the sets. Great job. Next up, that classic supinated curl. Getting the biceps going. If you're finding it too easy, feel free to maybe bump up a weight. And if you're struggling to finish the sets with neat form, maybe go down one. Great job, we got that reverse grip, bent over row. Remember, you can do it prone on a bench if you want to make it a little easier on the lower back, or just hover in that bent over row position if you're okay with that. So remember, the dumbbells aren't coming up in a straight line. They should come up at a slight angle back towards your hips. Then we're back to that hammer 1.5 curl. Time under tension is really important for developing muscle. So whilst you're doing the set, you want to try and maintain the time your muscles under tension and minimize the time your muscles are resting for. So that might mean adding half reps in, or maybe not locking out too long at the bottom. So we want to go full stretch, we just want to rest at the bottom. Great job. We've got one more round to go, and that's the back and bicep workout complete. You're taking care of your workouts by either following this plan, or maybe following one of my ebooks, you gotta make sure your nutrition's on point too. I've got a lean body muscle plan and a lean body plan. One's designed towards gaining muscle, one's designed towards losing fat. They'll be linked in the description with my ebooks, so make sure you have a look at those also. With that upright row. Like I said before, if it's too easy, you could just go regular upright rows like this. Just keeping your body still. Working the upper back this. A little bit of biceps in there as well. Free to go. Stay with me. Make sure you're keeping quality contractions, squeezing hard, lowering with intent. So you're slowly lowering the dumbbells back down. Let's get some blood flowing through the arms. If you're struggling standing still and you want to make it a bit neater, you could sit with the bench upright in a seated position. It'll stop you cheating your reps. Oh. Onto that reverse grip, bent over row next. Two exercises left. So palms facing forwards, hinge at the hip. You're gonna fix this position in, and let's go. All right, one final exercise. Got those hammer curl 1.5s, and that's the workout complete. Nothing to hold back for now. So get everything out of the biceps. So up, halfway down, back up, full stretch, straight into the next rep. And that's a wrap. Thanks so much for joining me. Let me know in the comments below, how did you find that workout and where in the world are you following along from? I'll put the next workout in that 6-week 30 workout dumbbell lift series here. So get that done as your next one. And if you fancy checking out a little bit more about that 12-week dumbbell plan ebook, I'll put a little video preview of it here. Hit the thumbs up button, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you again soon for another workout.